Good evening, guys. It is Brianna from Urban Family Grind, and today I'm going to show you how you'll be able to do your winter sowing to extend your growing season. So let's get started. Over here, I have our supplies for the winter sowing. Now, if you don't know, winter sowing is when you're in a special zone, like we're in Zone 7A, which is around Delaware. So what we do to extend our growing season, and if you don't know, in one of our videos we also show our progress and how the winter sowing actually looks. But in this video, we're going to show you how you're going to do it. So to start off, you'll need a milk carton, but you can also use any milk carton if you don't want to. In this case, I have 3 milk cartons because we are going to grow 3 plants. You'll need some tape, any kind of tape, as long as it's not like flimsy. Like if it gets water on it, it won't, it'll still be able to, stick. You'll need a pair of scissors. You'll need a water. Like I have a water spray here, right? You can use any kind of water. I have my garden soil over here. And I have my plants, which we today are going to grow okra. We're going to grow Brussels sprouts. And we're going to grow peas. So in winter sowing, you could do anything with these jars. You can even grow tomatoes, peppers, anything. Now, the problem with winter sowing is that you'll have to keep them outside, which means you'll need a crate or a container for it, not to blow away. The reason why we use winter sowing is because instead of having to put it indoors and have to transplant it, all you have to do is do these steps that I teach you, or we're going to teach you, and you just stick it in the crate, and then after March or so, if you're in Zone 7A, you'll be able to see some growth in it. And that's able to extend your growing time, give you an early harvest, and also an early propagation. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So what we do first in winter sowing is you're going to go ahead and cut the milk carton, which is a little tough than what it looks like. There we go. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut it to about all the sides up until the back. So the back you'll leave wide open, like wide closed. And you should be able to, well, the thing is you're supposed to be able to open it like this. Open and close it. Alright. So now you should have all your milk cartons opened and ready to go. Your back should be left closed like this. And your whole entire sides and your front should be open. Now the next thing we're going to do is, if you guys want to, you use any kind of garden soil. Like in this case, me and my family, we use Miracle-Gro. Now Miracle-Gro is a good way to have a lot of nutrients in the soil. But you can use any. You can use topsoil. You can use anything you want. And it'll grow. So you might see a little furry being come around. He's a little curious. That's Alvin, our family cat here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put your soil in your milk carton. And you're going to fill it to a quarter or half of the jar itself. So you want about maybe right here. Because you want your plant to be able to grow. But the thing about it is you don't want your plant's root system to be damaged as well. So we're going to go ahead and put our garden soil in. Alright, so your milk carton should look like this, quarter half. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and start putting our seeds in. So in this case, in this first one, we are going to grow our sugar snap peas. And with our sugar snap peas, I'm going to go ahead and do 2 or, well, actually 3 and 4, because these things get pretty big in winter sowing. And if you know us very well on a personal level, you will know that we garden a lot. Like if you check our other videos, we grow sunflowers, and how we were able to grow our sunflowers and every other plant was because of winter sowing. Winter sowing helps when it's cold, and you don't want to use it too slightly when it's hot. So the best time to use winter sowing is about now, which is January, some sort of close to February. January 15 is probably a good time to start. So I'm going to go ahead and open this bag of sugar snap peas. And I'm going to go ahead and take out 3 of them. And now I'm going to go ahead and dig a little hole. And if you want to, you can use a pencil or a pen. It works that way too. So now I did my holes. And I'm going to go ahead and drop the seeds in. Alright, so now you're going to go ahead and bury your dirt, just like you're planting any other plant. And you're going to firmly press it. Because what it does, it gets all those air bubbles out, and it prevents the soil from freezing over. Alright, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your water, or your spray, doesn't matter, and you're going to go ahead and firmly spray water. Now, in the water case, you want it moist, but you don't want it muddy, because if it's muddy, it's going to take a longer time and it might drown your seeds. So it should look just like this. It's not muddy, but it's still moist at the same time. So, next thing you're going to do is the taping part. So we're about to go ahead and take our tape. And we are going to go ahead and go all the way around our milk jar. And we're going to tape it. Now with the taping, you want to make sure that there's no pockets, there's no holes between the tape and the milk jar, because what it does is it keeps that condensation in the milk jar. It prevents it from getting frozen or cold, and it keeps the seeds warm while they're growing. So we're going to go ahead and start taping.